I'm Karl Krantz, and I'm the founder of Silicon Valley Virtual Reality. We put on this conference here. The idea came over a year ago. It was catalyzed by the Oculus Rift. We started as a meetup group, but we always had in mind that we knew that VR was going to grow, and we started this because VR had become affordable and accessible, and that's the important innovation. We think that's the most important innovation, is that now I can experiment with and experience VR at home, in the comfort of my own home, on my own terms. And so we were just a bunch of people who are passionate about that, and so we met together, had a meetup, had our first meetup here just a year and 2 days ago, in this very location, but in a very tiny room. So it's been a crazy year. Yeah. So every month the first meetup was very successful. Oculus came up. They sent Nate Mitchell came up on his own, and yeah, it was very successful right from the start, and each month it's grown up from there and just building momentum. There's just an energy in the air. People know that something is happening here, something important is happening in this space. So right now SVVR is my full-time job. I have a software project. I put it on hold once we decided we were doing this conference 2 months ago. It was 2 months ago that we decided we were doing this conference on this timeline. And so I put my other projects on hold, and full-time we have to plant the flag, create a home for consumer virtual reality, and important to do it now. It's a lot of work, but it's totally worth it. It's fun. I've met so many people that are awesome people, smart people working on so many cool things. And if I wasn't organizing a conference, I would have never met half these people. Everything has exceeded my expectations and everyone else's expectations as well. In the beginning, it was hard to show traction. First year conference, it's hard to get those initial exhibitors. They're like, well, what exhibitors do you have? We got a couple in the beginning. We worked hard to get a couple up front, but then you have to show momentum in adding exhibitors. And there were definitely periods where how successful is this going to be? We always knew it would be awesome, because VR people are awesome, and if we can get 20 of them in a room, it's going to be awesome, and we're all going to have fun. If we get 20 in Oculus and 6 Sense in a room, then it's a party. So we always knew it was going to be awesome, but it was a matter of how big it was going to be. And we wanted to have as many people as we could. We wanted to see how big this market is right now, how big the ecosystem is. I think a year from now the VR space, the ecosystem will be at least twice as big. So we're planning accordingly. We will unfortunately outgrow this space. The space is beautiful, but this is as many people as we can pack into it. So it's perfect. I'm glad we got to be here while we were small, because they do have the very first HMD downstairs, Ivan Sutherland's Sword of Damocles, and it's important that we acknowledge our history and respect our history in this.